Right, if you know anyone that doesn't believe in ghosts, doesn't believe in aliens, doesn't believe in nothing, then show him my channel, because I'll tell you what, after this video, they're going to believe in something, let me tell you. I found all the weirdest, the strangest, and the most mysterious videos I could find. Give this video a like, it'll help push the video out and help my channel grow. And I really hope you enjoy. Right, this video is going to hit the sweet spot for you. Wait, that sounded a bit weird. I'll cut that out. This video is going to really freak you out because this ghost ship just pulled into this terminal with no crew on board. They have no idea where it's come from or nothing. That is weird.
Yeah, boat crew for the next boat.
Great state, thank you.
We got the Coast Guard coming or a towboat? It's Clyde.
That is creepy. I wonder what happened to him. I wonder what happened to the crew. You know, it's kind of like straight out of a horror film, but you know what? Maybe the crew is still on board. Who knows? But a ghost ship is freaky, and they don't know how long it's been out to sea or what happened to the crew, because if this crew just vanished, how are they ever going to know what happened to them?
So I accidentally walked through this spider's web yesterday, so he rebuilt it since then, but like with like markers? Now you can see it way better.
What?
Oh my gosh. Hold
It's
on.
going to jump, isn't it?
He's like, you're gonna see it now. But
Ah.
that's him.
Flipping heck. That scared the absolute... Why is there a chicken there? Is that even a chicken that makes that noise? No, it's a rooster, isn't it? I don't know. But where... I got jump scared. I can't even speak. Got jump scared by a flipping chicken. Flipping heck, that actually got me. Can't believe I got jump scared. Oh.
Look how visible it is now. A little extra webbing, like little extra fuzzies. That's crazy.
That is crazy, though. Like, how Mother Nature is. And we need to get this spider on an airport or something. You know? Get him some glow sticks. And he's like, row number 1. He's like that, you know? Flipping spiders down the runway. I think he's in the wrong job. But isn't that crazy how maybe that is the case, that spider did that so he wouldn't get his web broken? You know? And I really hope it stops here. Because I really do hate spiders. Well, I don't hate them. They just freak me out. I don't want spiders getting smart. All right? I really don't want that. We don't need that.
Beware of this dangerous trap. A live streamer under the user Cinema was doing her makeup in her car when her friend noticed that something was off.
Why is your things up? It's older than that. What the? What the?
Wait. No. Wait, I'm gonna drive off.
Drive. What the?
Bro.
That's a way for you.
That's a way for trafficking.
That's a way for you to
Get out the car and fix that and someone stabbed me under the car.
Smart girl. Smart girl. That is... Like, to think of that on the spot, you've got to have really good awareness to know that. So these people put the wipers up to purposefully get people out of the car and then attack them, whatever they want to do. And this would work on a lot of people. A lot of people would just think, oh, what's happened there? So if you ever see this, just drive off.
Oh hell no.
Wait, no. That's weird. Nah, that's weird as I don't give a I'm gonna drive with those up.
Things.
Oh my god, they put up my mirrors too. That's scary. Wait, hold it. No, I actually. Wait, but it's 'cause I can't drive.
She finds all her windshield wipers were lifted up. Confused knowing she never did that, she slowly realizes what's going on and immediately drives off. Even worse, whoever did this turned her side view mirrors inward, making it hard for her to see. As she mentioned, this is a tactic that criminals use to lure people out of their cars. Then, when their victims step out to fix their wipers or side mirrors, that's when they make their move. The best thing to do in this situation is to lock your car and drive to a safer location.
I wonder if it was that guy walking behind him with the bag. Criminals will do anything. They will think of anything to try and trap you. But fair play to that girl for having the awareness to call that out. You've got to be pretty switched on to know you're being, you're in danger by a simple thing like that. So fair play to her. And if you see this, just drive away. Just drive. Make sure you tell everyone you know about this trick if you haven't seen it before.
What the heck? Bro, what in the heck is that?
I mean, the part when it breaches is just so crazy. I mean, look. The part when it... What is that? This moment here, look. What is causing a UFO to blow out a smoke ring? Is this UFO having a blunt or something? Because it looks like it's doing that. It looks like a UFO is blowing a smoke ring. I mean, what is causing that? Can someone tell me? Because how can something be moving forward, right? It's moving in this way, but yet it pushes this bit out. I sound ridiculous trying to explain myself, but I'm confused. I don't know if this is SpaceX but write in the comments down below if you know what this is. I mean, SpaceX is definitely making some progress. We all know that, right? But do you actually think that we're going to become a multi-planet species? Because I know that Elon Musk wants to do that. So do you think that's actually possible? Do you think we're ever going to make it onto another planet?
There's a place in America where gravity bends, people shrink, and water flows uphill. But the weirdest part is the man who discovered what's really happening there burned all of his research, saying that the world wasn't ready. This area is known as the Oregon Vortex and is one of the strangest physical anomalies in the United States. Just outside Gold Hill, Oregon, there's a wooded area known as the Vortex, and the second you step into it, something feels off. Visitors report a heavy pressure in the air, sudden dizziness, compasses refusing to point north, brooms standing upright on their own, balls and bottles rolling uphill, and people growing and shrinking, depending on where they stand. And the strangest part is that these effects don't just happen inside the tilted building, but they happen outside on open ground, with no tricks, walls, and no forced perspective. Even animals avoid the place. Horseback riders say their horses stop dead on the boundary line and refuse to take another step. The Oregon Vortex was first studied by a British mining engineer named John Lister. He was a geologist and a mathematician who worked in the area in the early 1900s. And while surveying the land, Lister noticed something strange. His compass drifted, metal tools acted weird, and the ground seemed to pull differently depending on where he stood. And that started a decades-long obsession. From the 1910s through the 1920s, Lister conducted experiments deep in the woods, trying to map what he believed was a spherical field of force. He wasn't a paranormal conspiracy theorist, and he wasn't a showman. He was a scientist. And he believed something was happening in Oregon that broke the known laws of physics. According to handwritten notes and witness accounts, Lister concluded that the vortex wasn't an illusion, but an actual distortion in either gravity, magnetism, or space itself. He claimed that gravity was stronger in some directions, but weaker in others, and vertical force lines tilted inside the vortex. He also said that light bent in subtle ways, distorting perception, and the anomaly extended underground, possibly hundreds of feet deep. Another note was that animals reacted to something that humans couldn't sense.
That's when you know you've got a problem. When animals know something's up, you know what I mean? Because animals can pick up on things that human can't. Animals are very spiritual and they can see and pick up on things. So if animals start panicking, I think so should we, mate. Like he said, he was obsessed with this place and he did it for a decade or so. why would you burn your life's work because the world wasn't ready? Surely you would store it and release it, tell someone to release it, or release it when we are ready. I don't know. Maybe he was onto something and he was told to burn it. Or maybe someone else burned it.
And then he did something unthinkable. Near the end of his life, after collecting decades of data, Lister gathered almost all of his notebooks, measurements, and diagrams, and burned them. According to the caretakers of the property and people who knew him, his final words about the vortex were chilling. Lister said, "The world isn't ready for this. They would misuse it." And when he died, only scraps of his work survived. A few diagrams, a few sketches, and a place that behaves in a way that no one has fully explained. Skeptics say that it's all just optical illusions, a tilted building and bent trees confusing your brain. But if that's true, then why do the effects work on open ground?
Or maybe, do you think it's because he knew the government would come in and abuse it or weaponize it, or, you know what I mean? He was trying to protect the ground that he lived on. But either way, that is super, super interesting. And it goes to show how much weird stuff we don't know about the world that's probably out there that's been undiscovered. Stuff on ground and stuff below ground. You know what I mean? There's so much space, and yet we tread on the ground that we walk on. But there's thousands of miles of unexplored area that we're never going to explore either.
This is why you always trust your pet's instincts. A horrifying video was taken by a young boy from Thailand. While playing in the living room one morning, he notices this Spongebob balloon started acting strange, as if it wanted to be followed. The boy then records with his tablet and follows the balloon. What's captured next is horrifying.
No. Look at the dog, man. The dog knows. He's turning around, he's turning around. It's like the balloon saying, "Follow me." Whoa. What was that?
The balloon slowly makes its way toward the darker end of the hallway. Then it turns towards him. We can see the dog is visibly concerned, as it's later seen jumping and barking, then staring at the balloon. The boy goes towards it as the video abruptly ends, and that's all we know since the kid hasn't posted any updates. Now, it's not uncommon for deflated party balloons to float around and feel like they're being possessed. But what's interesting in this case is the dog acted very aggressive towards the balloon, making the whole situation much more creepy.
That was me in that situation, and my dog, right? My dog is kicking off. That's when I'm, going to start bottling it, because the way SpongeBob turned around and he looked, and if my dog's looking as well and thinking, "No, we're not going down there, mate," that's when I'd be worried. You know what I mean? If your pets are panicking, you should panic as well. Maybe time to move out. So I wanted to show you this video, guys, because these massive sinkholes are just turning up all over the place. All right? And what do you think this means? I need to do some research on this, but I wanted to show you because this can't be good, can it? You know? Something very weird is taking place here.
Nearly 700 sinkholes are tearing open Turkey's farmland, and the country's main breadbasket is literally caving in. Close to 684 large sinkholes have been found across the Konya Plain, the region that grows much of Turkey's wheat, and new ones are showing up every year. Scientists blame a dangerous mix of extreme drought, climate change, and decades of heavy groundwater pumping. In the Karapanar district alone, more than 20 new sinkholes opened in the past year, some stretching 100 feet across and plunging hundreds of feet down. Researchers say the collapses have accelerated since the early 2000s, putting farms, livestock, and entire rural communities at risk. And with reservoirs falling to their lowest levels in 15 years, experts warn the ground beneath Konya may continue to give way.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty wild. How these massive sinkholes are just opening up. What do you think's causing that? I mean, they obviously said it, but do you think it could be something else? Because we're never going to know, are we? Because think about it. Just think about it for a second. If aliens turned up, or something weird happened, and they didn't know what was happening, just to calm us down, they would say, "This is why it's happening." Just to make us go, "Oh, right, okay. that means that then we'll just forget about it. Do you know what I mean? I always think that sometimes. I always question what they tell us, because they could just make it up. They could just say anything to get us to move on. Even if a UFO turned up in the middle, everyone saw it in every news station, they'll probably go, "Don't worry, we're testing out our new weather balloon." And people would go, oh, that's what it was then. Don't worry about it. Right, I had to show you this video. This is like a 1 in a million video. All right? Like, imagine being here, these people, when you watch this and witnessing this. But this is a 1 in a million video right here. Whoa. That is so cool.
What the fuck?
Gotta play that again.
Whoa.
Mother Nature is so fascinating but so scary at the same time. To be at that location at the right time as it's, the volcano's erupting and lightning strikes. What a moment. That is what phones were made for, all right? The aliens don't visit people with good photography like this. They only visit people with the flipping Nokia flip that you can smash against a wall and it won't do nothing. You can play Snake 3D on it for like 4 hours. So thank you all for watching, and there is a message that I want to talk to you all about. And let me know also what you think about the new setup. It's the same room. I've just moved everything around because I was really running out of space and I'm trying to make more space. So let me know what you think and what you want me to add behind me, because I know it looks a bit boring, but I've tried to make it look as good as possible. But anyway, it's December. It's Christmas time. Christmas is coming up. So what's really important this time is all about family. And if you have a family to spend Christmas with, if you've got friends and food and presents to get on Christmas, you are blessed, because there are a lot of people in the world right now that don't have families on Christmas Day, that don't get presents, they don't have anyone visit them, they don't, they might be struggling. So just remember how good life is if you've got that, and how important it is, and how important family is as well. Don't take for granted your family, because if you can call up your mum or dad right now, you are blessed, because one day you will do anything to spend 5 minutes with your mum or dad. So, be present with your family, enjoy them. Enjoy your family, and I hope you all have an amazing Christmas. I know we've got ages yet, but just try and keep that in mind, all right? Because it's super important to be grateful for what we have, and man, just being on Christmas Day with my family is just the best. And I've got a lot planned for this YouTube channel leading up to Christmas, but before that, let me know what you think about the new setup, and if you want me to add anything to it, let me know. So that's just a bit of an update on my end. And also, I know you guys are going to be disappointed in me, but I am going to be taking Sundays off. I'm not going to be uploading 7 days a week now, because I need 1 day off. I need 1 day. I need 1 day to spend with my family, my wife, or some me time, because I've been doing 7 days a week. I'm still going to do 6 days a week, because I work full time as well. And I'm not trying to make you pity me, but it's pretty crazy. And I love doing it, but I just need 1 day. All right, so you won't see videos on Sundays anymore. So, yeah, that's that. That's a bit of a update from me. God bless all of you. I hope you enjoyed that video. It's something a bit different as well. Something a bit different. So let me know. Should have some good UFO footage for you tomorrow, though. So I'll look forward to seeing you all then. Have a great day, evening, morning, whatever. And I'll see you all again tomorrow. See you then.